good to see you. Good to see everybody. So everybody's worked in here before. So I don't have to get anybody the verb sheets or the objective sheets or anything like that right now. So we're good. Good time to study the craft. Again, quick refresher. I don't care how you get there. I don't care who you're studying with. I don't care what you're studying, as long as it gets you to spend effective time with the script. I don't care how you get there, as long as you know how you get there. What works for me, and I'm continually looking for other things. What works for me may not necessarily be your cup of tea, but since you're here and you are paying attention and spending money and doing all those things, spending time, you're spending. I would encourage you to take the tools for a test drive. That's all I'm encouraging you to do. In the next week, whatever we work on tonight, hammer them in. Build muscle memory. Use the tools. It will not go to waste. Nothing goes to waste. You're just planting seeds. The work you do now, you may not feel like you're seeing immediate results, and there's no guarantee of immediate visible results. But you do a push-up, you're building muscle. You may not see the result of one push-up right off the bat, but it's there and it happens. So you do the work and you're planting seeds for the future. It says, the treasure you seek is in the work, but the treasure you seek is found in the work you're avoiding. That's what it says. The treasure you seek is found in the work you are avoiding. If you find yourself avoiding working script at the moment, working the craft, start slow. You don't have to dive back in head first. 5 minutes. Grab a one-liner, read it, and then you start using the tools. Doesn't matter. Objective, tactic, relationship, substitution, as if, point of view, whatever you want to do. Just start working the tools or continue to work the tools. And from 5 minutes, you go to 10 minutes. It's like anything. You don't have to. I think the reason people don't do things is because it feels like a burden. Well, don't make it a burden. Make it small. Make it easy. Literally 5 fucking minutes. You look around, you find one line. Ooh, that says the boy next door. So now you have a line. It's 4 words, the boy next door. It's what you're going to work on for 5 minutes. The boy next door. So let's time this. Here we go. The line is the boy next door. What's the line? Libby, what's the line? Jade, what's the line? Dimitri, what's the line?
Sorry.
Boy next door.
I'll get back to you. Mel, what's the line?
The boy next door.
Greg, what's the line?
Boy next door.
Terry, what's the line?
The boy next door.
Okay, and Terry, what's the line?
The boy next door. Thanks, Gary.
My enunciation's terrible. I was like, well, Terry sounds like Gary.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. I needed the hint.
Boy next door.
Gary, you said, we already got Gary. Gary was Terry. Leanna, what's the line?
My bad.
The boy next door.
It's no bad. I like the initiative. Libby, what's the line? Libby's on the way to Florida. It's all right. She's good. We're gonna have internet issues with her the whole night. That's okay. Appreciate just being here. The boy next door. So you have a line. It's 4 words. When there's not a strike, that is probably a day player role, unless it's a lead role and you don't say a whole lot. It's before the strike, that's $1,200 a day plus 21% on top of that in pension and health and residuals in perpetuity. Most people look at that and they go, oh, it's 4 lines. What the hell can I do with it? Well, Holly Hunter and whatever the fuck her name was from Shape of Water were nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress in a movie, and they played mutes. They had 4 less lines. So my standard answer after I trigger is, did you say what can they do with it? What can't they do with it? Holly Hunter was nominated for an Academy Award with 4 less lines. I guess you should be able to move fucking mountains, perhaps, with that many more words. What do you do with the boy next door? The boy next door. It's no different than the ice cream sandwich or the sun is hot. Just 4 words. You got to give it purpose. Without purpose, it means absolutely nothing. The boy next door. I figure out, who am I talking to? I don't know who I'm talking to. You never talk to no one. Maybe you're talking, if there's no one else in the scene, who are you talking to? God, Mother Nature, an animal, your car, yourself in the mirror, Father Time, God, whatever happened to that boy next door? Seems like yesterday I was blah 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 blah. No right, no wrong. We're gonna start with it. We're gonna start with triggering. If I have the only line, the boy next door, I'm gonna give myself something to trigger. Who you talking to? Let's trigger it. Mel, who you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah,
The boy next door.
thanks. There you go. Leanna, who you talking to?
You asked who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Ah, the boy next door.
Okay, hold on one second. Trigger. There he is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna post that line again. What happened? My screen just got gigantic. What the fuck was it? What is that? Ignore that. Somehow I copy and pasted the Zoom link. Ignore that. There you go. What the hell? Hold on. I was gonna put no, the line is the boy next door.
I got it.
There you go, brother. Good memory. And I'm still trying to delete this from the fucking chat area. There you go. The boy next door. Hey Jade, who you talking to?
Yes, who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
Gotcha. Terry, who you talking to?
Yes, who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Boy next door.
Teresa, who you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Boy next door.
Boy next door. Noel, who you talking to?
You want to know who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
Sometimes you sound like an old man and it cracks me up. You want to know who I'm talking to?
Hey, over here. You want to know who I'm talking to?
Not my goddamn lawn. Gary.
Get him.
Gary, who you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
Greg, who you talking to?
I'll tell you who I'm talking to, even though it's none of your damn business. The boy next door.
Thank you, but trigger my line first. Trigger it first. Before you trigger
Kiss
first,
me now.
trigger first, and then you can tell me none of my goddamn business. Greg, who you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
You.
Boy next door.
Thank you. But you can add none of your goddamn business because we're rehearsing and all that stuff. Libby, who you talking to?
Did you ask who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
And so we worked the line for a couple of seconds. The boy next door. Let's visualize it. Next door generally applies to where you live. It could be the apartment over, the building over, the house next door. That's what I'm picturing. You can picture something different. The boy next door. We all grew up in places. It was probably a boy, it was a friend or whatever next door. See what it looks like. The boy next door. Who are you talking to? The boy next door. We never do anything for the sake of we're talking to someone. Who is it? You know, your significant other is curious about who you're talking to. So tell your significant other. Libby, who are you talking to?
Am I talking to?
Yeah.
Just the boy next door.
Mel, you're talking to your significant other. Who are you talking to?
You ask who am I talking to?
Yeah.
My significant other, the boy next door.
X. You're talking to your significant other. Like not yeah. The boy next door is not your significant other. Unless of course it is. Leanna, who are you talking to?
You asked who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, just the boy next door.
Gotcha. No, who are you talking to?
You want to know who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Damn, you're so nosy. God, the boy next door.
Apparently Noel sounds like Mel and Gary sounds like Kurt. So I'm gonna enunciate better. Sorry about that. My bad. I'll work on my diction. I'll Shakespeare it and dine on every word. Gary, who are you talking to, Gary?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
It's just the boy next door, sweetie.
Thanks, babe. Craig, who are you talking to?
Oh, who am I talking to? Just the boy next door.
I think we got an insight into your significant other relationship with a. About Jade, you're talking to your significant other. Who are you talking to?
你谁我在跟谁说话？我在跟里边的邻居的人。
Holy shit! I wasn't prepared to be a significant other. Speak, Japanese or Chinese?
Chinese.
Thank you, though. That was excellent. Terry, who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
The mute
Who am
next
I
door?
talking- Who am I talking? Yeah, the mute next door. Actually, it's just the boy next door.
Boy next door. Now, what's our objective? What do we want? Now we're talking to our significant other who's asking us who we're talking to. We're trying to get them to do something, say something, feel something, or believe something. What is the measurable objective we're trying to accomplish here? What do you want them to do? You think they're doing one thing, so you want them to do another thing. You think they feel one thing, you want them to feel another. You think they believe one thing, you want them to believe another. Libby, what do you want me to do?
I want you not to worry.
Gotcha. So convince me not to worry. Make me not worry. Who are you talking? Who are you talking to?
Did you ask who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
Just the annoying boy next door.
The annoying boy next door. Gotcha. So there may be a point when you're doing this, if that's your choice, where annoying has to be the inner monologue, and you have to just physically do it if they don't want you to say that. But we're still doing it as outer monologues right now. Mel, what do you want me to do? You're still talking to your significant other. They're asking about who you're talking to. What do you want them to do? If they're asking you about who you're talking to and you're responding, what do you want them to do? Could be anything.
Are you talking to me?
Jesus Christ. Hey, I'll get back to you. Leanna. Yes, that was Mel, but we'll get back to you. Leanna, what's your objective?
To accuse.
Oh, to accuse is your tactic. So if you're accusing me, which is fine, how do you want me to
How do I want you to feel? I want you to feel bad.
make me feel bad by accusing me? Let's do it. So we're still using the tools. We're triggering. Significant other, accuse me to make me feel bad. Who are you talking to?
You asked who I'm talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
Gotcha. No. You're talking to significant other. Okay, you're triggering my line. What do you want me to do, feel, say, or believe based upon your response?
Leave me the hell alone.
Beautiful. Make me leave you the hell alone. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to, sweetheart?
Talking to.
Just the boy next door.
Gotcha. You're so nice. That was a very nice leave me the hell alone. Gary, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
Convince you I'm in charge.
Well, there you go, tough guy. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
The boy next door.
There you go. Greg, what do you want me to do? Me, your significant other. What do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe based on these circumstances? Oh, you're muted. Greggy's muted. You're muted.
I want you to feel scared.
Well, you make me feel scared, by God. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
You're asking me who I'm talking to.
Yeah. I am.
Boy next door.
Terrifying bastard. Dimitri, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want you to smile. I want you to.
Say it again. I broke up there. Say it again.
I want you to smile.
Well, make me smile, by God. Put a smile on this sour, dour face. Who are you talking to?
You're asking who I'm talking to? Oh, it's just the boy next door.
That's my smile. Thanks. What do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe? Terry. With a T. My bad.
I want you to stop interrogating me.
Good. Get me to stop interrogating you. Convince me to stop interrogating you. All excellent, measurable objectives. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to? I'm talking to the boy next door.
Beautiful. Teresa Stanson, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want to make you interested in me.
Make me interested in you. Let's see it. Hey, who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Mhm.
Oh, just the boy next door.
I'm intrigued. Mel Pralgo, back to you. What do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe? And I am talking to you, Mel Pralgo.
I want you to mind your own business.
Clearly. Yes, I do. I can see you. It's coming from a place of truth. Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Who are you talking to?
The boy next door.
What was your objective again? Get me to mind my own business?
Yeah.
Why was that so flirtatious? It's so seductive. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe my radar is off. I don't know what the hell. Man, I can't tell my tactics from my ass. Beautiful. So you got one line. You got one line. They say, "Oh, look, it's a quick turnaround. We need you to tape this in the next half hour." Can you? Yeah. Look, the boy next door. The boy next door. What am I reacting to? What would somebody might say to me? Who are you talking to? Who am I talking to? The boy next door. Blah blah blah. Who was that? Who was that? The boy next door. Who's your least favorite person? My least favorite person. The boy next door. Who smells good? The boy. I don't fucking know. Whatever you want it to be about. You can do it points of view. Who's your favorite person? Boy next door. Who's your least favorite person? Fucking boy next door. Who do you give no shit about whatsoever? The boy next door. It can be 3 different points of view, but who are you talking to is important, and what do you want them to do? Use the tools. The tools are always there for you. Always there for you. My screen just keeps rotating like a crazy person. Who'd I lose? Nobody. Okay, never mind. So one line, one word, a look. You know, it's literally, it could be, I've had auditions, I'm not even joking, where it's just like, we just want you to turn to the camera and give us a look. That's the read, but there's nobody just gives a look. A look is communication. What is the look? And what am I trying to accomplish in this? Sorry, guys. What am I trying to accomplish in this moment? There's always a moment. Look at the camera. What am I trying to accomplish, right? What am I hearing? I'm hearing crazy noises right now. Am I looking to entice you? Am I looking to get rid of you? Why am I looking at you? Is that me? What am I hearing? I'm going to mute everybody just for a second because I was hearing some like weird grunting. Mel, is that you grunting? Are you throwing your voice? Don't be a grunter, Mel. Don't be a grunter. Don't be Solomon Grunty, whoever was grunting. All right. Who are you looking at? Why are you looking at them? What do you want? What are you communicating? We've all threatened with a look. We've all begged with a look. We've all apologized with a look. Physical. Acting isn't talking. Acting is communicating your intentions viscerally, verbally, emotionally. Never just look. Never just cross a room. Are you crossing to someone? Are you getting away from someone? Are you going to the bathroom? Are you leaving the bathroom? Are you going to the bar because you need a drink? Are you leaving the bar with your drink? That's quite all right. That's quite all right, but you're good. Gotcha. Sometimes the grunting comes from here. I get you. It's all good. All good. You never just say the words. No one just says words. There's always an intention. There's always a reason. What is the reason? We spent more than 5 minutes with that. Even if it was just one-on-one, that would have been more than 5 minutes as we worked on it. So what are the tools we're working on? Well, the quote is, Adler's quote, the difference between acting and real life is that when we're acting, we're consciously choosing to do the things that we subconsciously do during the day. You've heard me say this. The difference between acting and real life is that when we're acting, we are consciously choosing to do the things that we subconsciously do during the day. So the handful of tools that make up my foundation of these, and clearly there are other tools. We wake up, we have a list of things to do. Those are our objectives. There are primal objectives, which we're not working on today. There are super objectives, which we're not working on today. We're working on the scene objective, the measurable scene objective. Every scene is 2 or more people going toe to toe. You want something from them. They want something from you. Your job, in the words of William H. Macy, is to simply, he says simple, not for us, simply change the behavior of the other actor. Every objective that I asked of you guys, every one of those wound up being something that we can measure. We can see it or hear it. We can sense it, that there is we're either achieving it or not achieving it. You can either see me smile. You can tell if I'm leaving you the fuck alone, minding my own business. If I'm scared, these are things that we believe we can measure. The objective, okay? We'll fill in the blank. I need you to blank. I need you to leave. I need you to stay. I need you to pay attention, blah, 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 blah. We'll play with those. There's always an obstacle. right? In every scene, in every script, ultimately, our objective in the scene is we're dealing with the obstacle. I come to a scene, I come to a class, the objective is to have a good class, right? Blah, blah, blah. But moment to moment to moment, things pop up, questions that maybe I'm not so sure about. An example I didn't see happen, a question that kind of throws me. My dog starts chewing on my foot. Something happens that I have to deal with. Those are the scene obstacles, trying to stamp out the brush fires. Every scene is like an obstacle course. You want to go from A to B, you want to get through it. What do we say in life? We go, if everything goes smoothly, as we say that before everything, if class goes smooth, if today goes smooth, blah, 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 blah. But it never does, thank God. There are obstacles and there are things that we have to deal with, right? You're never going to have a scene that goes perfectly smooth. And if it is, it's probably poorly written, which means you need to create obstacles, okay? The objective is what we're trying to change in the scene right now, the scene objective, because it's impeding us. Okay, our objective is synonymous with our obstacle when it comes to the scene. Greg's not happy, so Greg's emotion is my obstacle. So my objective now becomes, let's make Greg happy. But in the scene, because during these circumstances, I need Greg to be happy to help me get through, blah, 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 peacefully and successfully. The objective is what I'm trying to change in the other actor. It's also the obstacle, that thing that's in my way. We have relationships, okay? We have relationship scenarios. And relationship scenarios also can be called as-ifs. It's semantics at this point. Relationship scenarios. Let's say Greg and I are cast as brothers in a show. Okay, does that mean I have to treat him like a brother? No, based upon the circumstances of the play or the script, our relationship may not be brotherly at all. Maybe I'll treat him like he's an enemy, maybe like a stranger, huh? Maybe I'll treat him like he's a god. But I can treat him, I can change the relationship scenarios, right? So, and all these tools will come into play at some point. The relationship scenario or the as if. It says, yes, Greg and I are brothers, but I'm treating him as if da 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 da, because that's the behavior I need, and because whatever is scripted here, I can't necessarily relate to. So with relationship scenarios, you can change them. If the story is not something that you can connect with, you can change it. Very recently, an actor who studies here occasionally was cast in a role. If you know them, don't bring it up. Don't tell them I'm talking about them. Was cast in a role where it was a period piece and they were playing a slave owner. And they had to be very abusive and live truthfully under those circumstances. And the person was concerned that it's not something that they can connect to. And and they haven't been doing it that long, and they wanted to make sure. And they said, is there an action? Is there an objective that I can do to play this? And I go, well, the good news is you don't have to play those circumstances. Those circumstances are inherent to the script. You don't have to play it as if you're a slave owner who's abusing a slave because they were trying to get some food from you. What can you relate to? Can you be a mother home by yourself with her child and somebody breaks in and you're defending the life of your child? Does that resonate more with you? Can you do that? We talked about that a little bit. Just a quick question and then a response. Say something like this. Bam, got a message back just a couple of days later. That's exactly what they did. They loved it. It worked perfectly. It let her connect, or him connect to that, him or her. I'm not saying it. It let them connect without having to do that. The lines and the clothing and the setting and the circumstances juxtaposed with something that you can try to achieve, something that you can connect with, told the whole story. You don't have to. There's always going to be circumstances where you go, it says, somebody keys my car and I started crying. Well, I'm never going to cry over somebody keying my car. But again, what's the as if? Maybe somebody ran over my puppy. That might do. You can change the circumstances. You can change the as if. And I've been teaching a little bit of a class where we kind of use those in relationship scenarios, because even though when I'm talking about relationship scenarios, I always say as if. Greg and I are brothers, but I'm treating him as if. So you can change the relationship, you can change the circumstances to suit you, okay? to suit you. The person in the character of the slave owner was very angry that their life was being threatened or whatever it was. Okay. What circumstance might you relate to where you might feel threatened, where you have to lash out at someone where as viciously as you can? No right, no wrong. The objective is the change we're trying to enforce in the other person. That thing that they're doing that we're trying to change is our obstacle. We have relationships to those people. We can play those relationships or change them. Tactics. When I want something, which is every moment of every day, what I use to try to manipulate the obstacle into doing, being, saying, feeling what I wanted to do, be, say, or feel. Tactics, actions. Tactics are actions. Actions by definition are verbs. The Vocabulary of Action by Stella Adler, and her quote is, what the actor is called to do upon the stage is as broad as life itself, and the range of actions he should have at his command must be very wide. An actor must begin to acquire a vocabulary of action, such as no right, no wrong. They all start with the same word. T-O. To threaten, to scold, to flirt, to tease, to charm, to lay down the law, to bite your head off, to tear you a new one. Let's see if we can find some other ones. To stomach, to annihilate, to attack, to berate, to admit, to adopt, to fascinate, to induce, to stagger, to startle, to cheer, to judge, to root, to embarrass, to unshackle, to defame, to dispirit, to there's attack again, to clobber, to rebuff, to slander, to squeeze, to appease, to calm, to conciliate, to nettle. What does to nettle mean? To nettle someone, N-E-T-T-L-E, does anybody know? To badger, to harass, to vex, to cajole.
Nettle means nag.
Nettle means nag. There's our word of the day, to nettle. Everybody today will be nettling at some point, to nettle. Synonymously is to nag. Gotcha. So we learned a new word, or I did. Thank you for watching me learn. I'm just a baby. Just a baby. I didn't know what nettle meant. Objective is the change we're trying to make in our obstacle. The obstacle is change we need in the scene. It's in our way. We have relationships to those obstacles. Those obstacles are people, places, or things. Where do we find our obstacles? Man versus man, man versus God, man versus nature, man versus animal, man versus machine, man versus self, man versus time, blah, blah, blah. They're all available to play with at any given point. If there's no person in the scene, you have the other 7. Obstacles: internal, man in the mirror, God, nature, animal, machine. Machine covers a lot. Machine could be my highlighters out of ink. I equate that to machine. Time. Time is of what? The essence. Time is never lost. All you can do is try to manage it. All you can do is deal with it. And the shorter the time gets, one of our favorite tools, urgency. Tick, 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 tick. Put a clock on it, baby. Helps you with commercials that have to be 15 seconds long. It helps you with just the urgency of a scene. When you're doing a network television show and it's 42 minutes out of every hour, and they go, Greg, you need to talk faster. The fucking scene's not going to make the show. Urgency, baby. Tick, tick, tick. Let that person know you taxi cab that shit. It's what you do. The objective is the change we're trying to enforce in the other person. The obstacle is that thing we need to change. Relationships, tactics, inner monologue, point of view. What are you thinking about the other person? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you give 2 shits about them? What do you want to say to them? But it's not in the script, but you want to say it. What do you want to say? Things that you came up with just instinctually while you're rehearsing, and you jotted it all down. We throw nothing away. There's no wrong. If you can't say it, you can sure as shit think it, and we need to feed our inner monologue. Food for thought. Everything that you won't say, write it down and feed your inner monologue. There is no wrong. There's just, you got to keep those wheels greased, baby, and all those different things you want to say are greasing those wheels, and the camera sees it, right? Camera reads thought. Camera loves if you are engaged, if you are interested. The camera hates if you're waiting for your turn to talk, because the camera knows that's not a human being tool. That's not a tool of the actor waiting for your turn to talk. Inner monologue, Gary Oldman. He said he likes playing parts where the silences are very loud. Busting, he is a tea kettle getting ready to boil over, to whistle over. But you could, he's got to hold it back, because if he says it, It doesn't support his objective. And that's the thing that's most important. It's how do you know whether to reveal it or not? Would it sabotage or help you achieve your objective and or create the character as defined? Yeah. If your character's nice, can you do it? Or will you look like an asshole? All these things matter. Triggers. What am I seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, or smelling that's making me respond viscerally, verbally, or emotionally? It's what we work on. Everybody here has worked on it with me. This is not new, thank goodness. So we can just jump into this. So I was able to start with that one-liner. All of you have been here before. Awesome. Let's play. Any questions on what we're working on? I'm not even sure what we're working on yet, but we're going to work on it. I'm going to pull a scene. Let's start playing. I do have one scene it was a real commercial being auditioned for here recently. You know what? I'm wrong. What it was used for someone to audition for an agency, but it was a real commercial copy. And we're going to work there. We're going to analyze it as if we're prepping it. We're not doing that right now. We'll do that probably around 6:30. I'll share a screen and we'll talk. What is going on my screen here? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Let me find some script. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. Okay. We don't have to start with one-liners. We're all experienced actors here. Let's just read this out loud. No triggering. Let's just read it. Greg, just read this with me. I'll be Lucian. You be Barry. Barry?
Okay. Who am I?
You're Barry. I'll be Lucian. We're just reading it. Don't even try. Let's just hear it so everybody can hear it. Barry?
Yeah.
Maybe I can golf.
Yeah.
I killed the rat.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian. That's a good line.
Okie dokie. So that play is called The Boys Next Door. Oh, it says The Boys Next Door. I made the line The Boy Next Door. I screwed the whole thing up. We got to redo it. Just kidding. Changes it. Changes the story. So Lucian and Barry are talking. Let's trigger, shall we, Greg? Let's trigger. Barry?
Did you just ask my name?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you just say yeah?
Oh, yeah. I just said yeah.
Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you just say yeah?
I sure did.
Because I killed the rat.
You said you killed a rat.
Yeah.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports? Okay. Dimitri. Barry?
Yeah.
I think I can golf.
Did
Maybe I can golf.
did you say you could golf?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you say yeah? Because I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Uh-huh.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Interesting. So now we'll go to Gary with a G.
Dude, every time you go to me, before you go to me, like every class, you have me crying, cracking up, and then I got to try and fucking focus.
No, you don't. But I don't.
My
I don't
what
want
was
you to focus. I don't want you to try and focus. What I want you to do is
body?
whatever you're feeling at that moment is do the scene. There is nothing about this that says you have to be focused at
fuck
all.
it.
This
Let's
is
go.
really just you listening and reacting. And as a matter of fact, I want you guys to carry whatever you're feeling so I can see you adjust from whatever you're feeling the moment before to whatever the scene takes you to. So no, I don't want you to focus. I just want you to listen, and then wherever you are, I need you guys to trust that you can launch from wherever because there's no right or wrong. Barry?
Yeah.
Barry, you didn't trigger my line. Barry.
Barry? Fuck. Wait, what's the trigger? Barry?
Yeah. What do you got? What am I giving you?
I'm Lucian, right?
No,
Or
I'm
you're Lucian. Now I'm all fucked
giving
up.
you.
Oh,
Whatever I
God.
say to you, I'm just making a sound. You just confirm you heard me correctly. Barry.
Hmm? Yeah.
Barry.
Barry.
Hmm?
Yeah.
You say yeah. Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You say yeah. I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Yeah.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Yeah, just because it's one word, again, it's the same technique. I say Barry, and you're like, did you say Barry? Yeah, okay. And then you say yeah, then I'm confirming. Did you say yeah? And you just yeah.
I wasn't sure where to go with that because my line was yeah, and I'm like, fuck.
There's nowhere to go. You just respond. You don't have to go anywhere. You haven't been given a tactic or relationship. Right now, it's just where am I coming from?
What do you want?
Mel with an M. Barry.
Barry? Yeah.
Did you say yeah? Did you
Yeah.
say yeah? Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I killed a rat.
Oh, you killed a rat.
Yeah.
Whoa, you killed a rat. Oh man. Killing rats and golfing, they're two different sports.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports.
Yeah, two different sports.
Leanna. Barry.
Me?
Leanna. Yeah. Barry.
That was my trigger. Saying me.
Oh, gotcha. My bad. That was awesome then. That actually works great. Actually, I could do that again. Let's work with that.
Okay.
Barry.
Me?
You? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
I killed a rat.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Okay. Teresa. Barry.
You see my name?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Uh-huh.
Well, killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Gotcha. Terry. Barry.
You said Barry? Yeah.
Did you say yeah? I maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Killed it.
No, killing rats and golfing are like two different sports, Lucian.
But I knew it was a sport. No. Barry.
You calling me? Yeah?
Yeah? I maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah? I killed a rat.
So you killed a rat. Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports? Says you, Barry. I teed up a rat the other day.
Okay, fair enough.
You win. Libby. Barry.
Did you just call my name?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, you said, yeah, maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You say yeah? Yeah, because I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Yeah.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
I don't mean like the animal a rat. I mean like a mafia guy who turned who talked about people who ratted somebody
Wait,
out.
what?
I don't know. Just making shit
Wow,
up.
that's
Oh.
impressive.
Lucian and Barry are friends. Lucian is a bit touched. He's a little slow. I'm going to ask you a question. What do you want Lucian to do, feel, say, and or believe? Okay.
Are you asking me?
What do you want? What do you want? I'll go to Dimitri. What do you want Lucian? Did I skip you? Did I skip you, Dimitri?
No.
You did. What do you want Lucian to do, say, feel, or believe?
To feel stupid.
You're so mean.
Yes.
So let's do it. Make me feel stupid. Okay? And trigger internally or externally, just make it work for you right now. Okay?
Yeah.
Barry?
You just called me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I maybe I can play golf.
Maybe you can play golf?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because I killed a rat.
You killed a rat?
Yeah.
Killing rats and playing golf are two different sports, Lucian.
Gotcha. So if your objective was to make me feel stupid, and I was directing this, I would say you were kind of gentle. So what's the measurement? How would you know if you made me feel stupid? What would my behavior be like? What would I have to say or what would I have to do that you seeing it or hearing it would go, I made him feel stupid? What is
Well, if someone is already touched in the head, I think that it would make him left perplexed. That he wouldn't understand that I was trying to make him feel stupid.
What if you weren't that deep in thought? What if you just wanted to make me feel stupid?
Oh, okay.
Don't handicap your character with sanity, my friend.
Yes. Just
try to achieve the objective, even though you know you can fail. You're allowed to fail, but
yeah, he might get upset.
No, so do that.
Okay, cool.
You feel so stupid that I get upset.
Okay.
Barry.
You just call my name.
Yeah. Maybe I could golf.
Maybe you could golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say yeah. I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, killing rats and playing golf are two fucking different things.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. But again, you know I'm not going to get upset because I'm touched at this point.
Yes.
You still got to allow yourself to react that way.
Okay.
If it's objective, bam, you go for it. Greg, what do you want Lucian to do, say, feel, or believe?
That I'm in charge.
So what would that look like? What would Lucian have to do in the confines of this scene for you to think, yeah, I have achieved my objective, or I failed at achieving my objective? What is the litmus test here? What's the measurement?
To get him to shut up. I don't know.
Okay, again, but it's just a continual thought. But that's the thought process. What is the target? What is the target? Does he just stop talking? Maybe. But that's got to have a target. What are we aiming for? A very specific, tight target, so we can keep trying to hit it, even though we don't have to hit it. We just have to try to hit it. So, make me shut up. Right? Barry?
Did you say my name?
Barry?
Yeah.
Maybe I could golf.
Maybe you could golf. Yeah.
Yeah, I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Killed a rat.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
You're in charge, man.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Okay, we'll jump around. Mel, M-E-L.
You
What
don't
do you-
have to. You don't have to try to impress me.
You're talking about me as your son, or is this in context with the scene? So you're letting me know the character. So your objective is to convince me that I don't have to impress you.
Yeah. You're
What does
trying
that
to impress me. And I just want you to know that you don't have to impress me.
You want me to know that you don't have to, okay, let's see what that looks like. So is that putting me at ease? Trying to make me comfortable? You know?
Yeah.
I just like fleshing it out and talking about it. Let's go with the first though, which was convince me that I don't have to impress you.
Yeah.
Barry.
But-
Barry.
yeah, Barry.
Barry.
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah, I maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you can golf.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed a rat.
You killed a rat.
Killed him dead. Killed it.
You killed a rat.
Killed it.
You know that killing a rat and golf are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can play golf. Thank you for playing along. That's great. Leanna, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe? Hey, look, there's nothing more real than real. So get me to do something real. That's it. You don't have to achieve it. Just try to get me to do something real. So fill in the blank. You need me to what?
Feel confident.
Ooh, make me feel confident. Instill me with confidence. What does that look like? Convince me I can golf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. You make me feel confident. Barry.
You call me?
Barry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf? Yeah.
Yeah. I killed a rat.
You killed a rat?
Rat.
Whoa. Killing rats and golfing are two different things, or two different sports, Lucian.
Yeah.
You
And
got this.
you can say two different things, two different sports. There's nothing wrong with that. People go, two different things, it's two different sports. That's one of those moments you just correct yourself and keep moving because it's people do that. Two different things, two different sports. Not absolutely. You didn't say anything that was different. You didn't go off on a tangent. Teresa, what do you want Lucian to do, say, feel, or believe?
I'm gonna make you smile.
Make me smile. Barry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I can golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed a rat.
Oh, well, killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Yeah, that makes me smile. Libby, what do you want Lucian to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want you to leave me the heck alone.
Gotcha.
With
Noted.
your rat story. Gross. Gosh.
With my what? With my what?
Your little rat story. Like,
Gotcha.
gross.
Gotcha. Get me to leave you the hell alone. And again, and another objective as you're saying these things, as you go gross, maybe you can do the scene again and just convince him that that's disgusting and convince him that he's gross for even thinking that. There's so many different choices as you start answering the questions. There's a free association and there's going to be a lot of things. So write them all down before you start because if you don't, you'll forget them. So write down all the things that come to mind. I can make you feel gross. I can convince you to leave me alone, but whatever that is. Barry.
Did you just call my name?
Barry. Barry.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I can golf. Maybe I can golf.
You think you can golf?
Maybe I can golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed a rat. I killed a rat. Did you hear me? I killed a rat.
Killed a rat. You killed a rat.
Yeah, so
All
maybe,
right.
golf.
Hmm.
Huh?
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian. Like, come
Are
on.
they are they the same thing?
They're totally different.
Gotcha.
Come on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, get with it, buddy. Get
No.
with it.
No.
Noel.
Noel, motherfucker.
Damn you, Rob.
Noel. Noel. Son of a bitch. My bad. You can change my name for a little while.
Okay.
Call me whatever you want for the next hour. Noel. Barry. Barry. Barry!
Yeah, Lucian.
Maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Because I killed a rat.
He killed a rat.
Killed him.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
I felt so bad about mispronouncing your name. I forgot to ask you for an objective. So let's do it again. Noel,
Yes, sir.
what do you want Lucian to do, say, feel, and or believe?
To wise up.
Ooh, get me to wise up. Let's see what that looks like. Get him to wise up. I just like the phrasing of that. It's very, very northeastern. Yeah, it's very tri-state area. Add to your objective sheets. Get them to wise up. Barry.
Yeah, Lucian.
Barry, I maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I killed a rat.
Killed a rat.
Killed a rat. Yeah.
Killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
I keep wanting to say kill the wabbit. Because I literally it's I don't
Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit.
Awesome. Terry, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want you to give up.
Oh, get me to give up. I love that. Synonymous to get me to surrender, to cave, to throw in the towel, to quit.
Mhm.
So many things, so many synonyms, so little time. Terry, Barry! Barry!
You say my name?
Barry!
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I can golf.
Maybe you can golf.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I killed a rat.
And killing rats and golfing are two different sports, Lucian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
Rat.
on.
Sometimes Lucian doesn't tell secrets. Sometimes Lucian just screams across the house. Did I get everybody on that? You don't know. Sorry, buddy. My doggy was yawning. You never know who you're going to be working with. Okay. In the audition, generally, you're not going to get a lunatic doing what I just did. But on set, many a lunatic. You never know. You're working with the guest star. You don't know. And it may say Barry one time, or the Barry, Barrister, Bear, Bernstein Bear. And you're like, what the fuck? What's your objective? What is your objective? That's it. You got to fight for your objective. It's tiger by the tail, and you've got to deal with this thing, this obstacle that's in your way. Can't tell you how many times on set where it's just the scene's not working, blah, blah, blah. You're dealing, and it's just somebody just goes, fuck this, and just goes off. And it's shot out of a cannon. And you learn the line so you can forget the line, so you can just do that. On Taken 3, that's what happened. Taken 3, I was playing a police officer. Just a uniform cop, me and a partner get called to a scene, blah, blah, blah. Calls out, dangerous guy, armed, could be dangerous, da-da-da. Show up at the house, serpentine through the house, da-da-da. Standing over the bed is Liam Neeson over dead wife, knife on the thing. And it was written very antiseptically. Get away from the bed, put your hands over your head, get on your knees, hands behind your back. Blah, blah, blah. You know, we rehearsed the fight scene. It wasn't much of a fight. He beat the shit out of me in like 3 seconds. We rehearsed the fight scene for about a week. We got there, and there was a younger actor playing my partner. And it was just, we get there, and it's serpentine through the house with intention, blah, blah, blah. Go walk in, get away, back away from him. And it just going through, giving the script and the intentions the chance, right? You go through it the first time, it's, ugh, you know, yeah, it was just flat. Do it again, flat. I'm getting really angry. It's just not, I'm not, this is not, it's just not written the way here right now, what I would say here. I'm a police officer. It's New York City. It's a life or death situation. I'm not going to be this G-rated, this antiseptic. I said, fuck it. I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to go for it. Da, 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 da. Walk in. So I said, and I told the guy, I said, just follow me on this one. Da, 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 da. We go in, and immediately it's, get the fuck away from the bed. And I just went off on Liam Neeson. I just went off on him. And I just started berating him and he connected with me. Lights went on in his eyes, loving it. And it was just chaos of me just trying to get him away, back, threatening his life, protecting my partner's life, on the ground, blah, 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 blah. Cut. Come running in from Video Village. Oh, we love that, blah, 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 blah. Nobody said a word to me, but it was me. Da, 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 da. And everybody like that, we like that. Do that again, blah, 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 blah. The whole crew was speaking French. Nobody said a word to me. And Liam Neeson's like, he pointed at me, said, fucking keep that shit up, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what the fuck I said. I just know under those circumstances, it is my job to make the situation safe for the people there, to protect and serve, to protect my partner, life or death, blah, 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 blah. But the only way you can do that is if you already know the lines. Learn the lines so you can forget the lines.
What was the movie you were talking about?
None of your business. Let's move on. I made it up. No, I'm kidding. It was Taken 3.
Aye.
They cut it so fast that it looks like I got wiped out by a cyclone. But it's in the movie. No, not.
He had a very particular set of skills.
Oh, yes. And I did not. I came without a set of skills. So his skills wiped the floor with my ass. And he said to me, he goes, Rob, is that hurting at all? And of course I said, no, it hurt like shit. Because he was cuffing me and it hurt like hell. But I was not going to tell this man. Because he was so nice. Just make sure you let me know if it's hurting. I'll be gentle. I was like, no, it feels great. You keep going for it. And every time I'm just holding back the tears because I want to cry like a little baby. He's hurting me so bad. But we got through it. And I held up and then I went back to my trailer and I crawled in the fetal position and cried for an hour. And iced my wrists. It was lovely. Thank you. We're going to pull a different script and play with a different tool is what we're going to do here. We're going to play with actions. We're going to play with actions. I like this line. I don't know why. I just like it. It's a one-liner. And what can we do with it? Every goddamn thing, because it's just a moment. George says, do you smell something? Ellen says, that's not your line. These are two actors rehearsing a play. I'd say, do you smell something? That's not your line. Let's just go through it. Triggering. Mel, do you smell something? You can't spell smell without Mel, by the way. You smell something.
I smell something.
Yes.
That's not your line.
Thank you. I'll learn my lines. Leanna, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yes.
That's not your line.
Oh, shit. My bad. Libby, do you smell something? Do you smell something?
Did you say
Do you smell something? Yeah.
bro, that's not your line.
Oh, crap. Let me go look at the script again. Teresa, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah, do you smell it? Can you smell it?
That's not your line.
Oh, shit. Then what smells is my acting ability. Noelle, do you smell something?
Do you smell something? That's not your line.
And you know what? That makes way more sense by not making it about you. That makes total sense because you would be talking the verbatim of the line. That makes total sense there. Thank you. That's awesome. Those are the discoveries you make there. You smell something, you fucking line it. Terry, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yes.
That's not your line.
Gary Clemens, do you smell something?
Do I smell? I smell what the Rock is cooking, but that's not your line.
Thank you. He would be appreciative of that. Greg, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah.
It's not your line.
Back to one, everybody. Dimitri, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah.
Dude, that's not your line.
Dude, that's not my line. Yeah. No right, no wrong. Let's play with some verbs. So, relationship scenario with two actors. We're rehearsing. We could be by ourselves. We could be part of an entire set that's getting ready to shoot. We could be rehearsing a play. So, let's talk objective first. Let's come up with an objective. What do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe? Leanna, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want you to feel okay.
Feel okay about it. Okay. So, that being the case, everybody's objective is to make me feel okay about it. What tactics are you going to use to make me feel okay about it? What would you do to me, tactically, action-wise? How would you treat me to make me feel okay about it? I want 3 choices that you believe that make sense to you to make me feel okay about it.
3.
Right or wrong here, there's just your life and there's just nature and nurture here, folks. That's all there is. What would you do to me tactically? What words in this book or other books might you do to me where you think if you did those things to me, Rob would feel okay about it? Don't get me wrong. You can be wrong. You don't have to be right. You just have to experiment here. Let's experiment. Greg, we'll start with you. I'm looking for a piece of paper. Sorry. Greg, what is the first thing you're going to do to me? I wrote Gred. That's your name, Gred. Greg. It's the first thing you're going to do to me, Greg, to try to make me feel okay about it.
Spoil.
What?
Spoil.
Ooh, spoil. Thank you.
I don't like it.
Well, let's try it. It's because it's rehearsal, so let's just give it a shot. Hey, do you smell something?
Do I smell something? It's not your line.
Oh, thank you for being so nice about it, though. Cool. Give me a second tactic that you might use to make me feel okay about my blunder.
Encourage.
I love how it sounds. Encourage me. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? It's not your line.
Oh, my bad. Give me another choice. What's something else you might do to me to make me feel okay about it?
I want to pick all the negative ones. I want to make fun of you. I want to condemn you. You know.
Maybe making fun of me will work. Maybe, yeah, making light of the situation. Maybe, I don't know. But remember, the objective is to make me feel okay about it.
I know.
I'm just saying, you can do anything. Remember,
Okay.
the question is, should I do this if the direction was to try to make Ellen, I'm trying to make George feel good about it. What'd you say?
I will plead with you.
Oh, plead with me. I love it. Sorry. I was talking over you like a rude person. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? Dude, it's not your line.
I don't feel okay about that. But we just tried different things, right? Leanna, you stated the objective. What would you do to me tactically to try to make me feel okay about it?
Joke with.
Joke with me. Do you smell something?
Do you smell something? George, do you smell something?
Uh-huh.
It's not your line. Do you smell something?
You got a good sense of humor about it. Awesome. Thank you. Second choice. Something else you might do to someone to make them feel okay about a blunder.
Kindle.
You say Kindle?
Mhm.
Kindle?
Mhm.
Excellent. Let's try it. Do you smell something?
Do you smell something?
Hmm?
George, that's not your line.
Gotcha.
Let's go again.
To Kindle. That's interesting. You know what's so funny? In my 57 plus years of being on the planet, I've heard the word rekindle, but I've never actually, I guess to rekindle, you have to already kindle. You can't rekindle something that hasn't been kindled, right?
Never kindled the fire?
I guess I have without knowing that's what it was called. Kindle. Interesting. I love it. Give me another choice. I'm very sheltered. A lot of words you guys know that I won't know. Something else you might do to me to make me feel okay about it.
Nourish.
What?
Nourish?
Nourish.
Yeah. I don't know. We're playing with this one.
And we're trying different things. That's the beauty of it. Worst case scenario, it takes you through the script again and you make a discovery. That's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is you work the script, and that's awesome. Nourish. And again, you could be nourishing the relationship. You could be anything that leads towards what you're trying to achieve, which is feel okay about it. Do you smell something?
Do you smell something? Ha! That's not your line.
Thank you.
That's okay.
And I would think Kindle would be the opposite of our word of the day, which is to nettle or nag. Sort of. Awesome. We'll get to nettle later. My favorite third baseman, Greg Nettle. Thank you very much. Yankees. Okay. Try the deal. Teresa Sanson, what are you going to do to me tactically to try to get me to feel okay about it?
I'm going to share a secret with you.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Share a secret. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah. I love it. Text me and call me out on it. It's awesome. Because sharing a secret would be like the opposite of almost calling somebody out or drawing attention to it. Love it. Give me a second choice.
I'm going to pity you.
Pity me. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yes.
It's not your line.
No shit. You're right. I'm not even in the right act. Wrong page. I'm playing the wrong character. Give me something. Give me something else. Thumper and Thuckadad. Kill the wabbit. What can you do to me? Something else that when
I'm
you
going to coach you.
coach me, I love it. Coach. Do you smell something?
Do I what smell? Do I smell something?
Yes.
Well, no, that's not your line.
I love it. Now, and then so you say the word to coach, which is on our sheets and we've used before. Then, but is that the same thing as to coach up? That might be totally different. So you go to coach and you go to coach up. Is that different? Worst case scenario, you do it coaching, then you do it again coaching up, just to see if there's a difference. Is it synonymous? Is it exactly the same? Is it hugely different? I don't know. Let's continue, shall we? Noel, what are you going to do to me to try to make me feel okay about it?
I want you to get your shit together.
Okay. That might be an objective, though. If your objective is to make me feel okay about it, let's see what it is. So you're gonna try to get me to get my shit together to try to make me feel okay about it.
Oh, I have to make you feel okay about it?
And we're just kind of all going for the same objective, and
I see.
Tactics. My bad.
No worries. Okay, I'll get you to be okay about it.
Yeah.
By tolerating you.
Tolerate me. Gotcha. Let's do it. Do you smell something?
Do you smell something? That's not your line.
Okie dokie. Give me another choice.
To berate.
Do you smell something?
Do you smell something? That's not your line.
I'm not feeling okay about this. Third choice.
Um,
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The work is beautiful. It's real. It's grounded. You're just not making me feel okay about it.
I want to make you feel okay. You don't know your lines, man.
But hypothetically, what if they said you're the nicest guy, your character's the nicest guy on the planet, and
All right.
you're gonna go out and feel good.
I make you feel okay about it by supporting you.
Awesome. I love it. Again, all our instincts are lovely, but on the day where maybe our instincts are not jibing with what the director wants, how do we make choices to do that? You're like, I don't want to make you feel good about it. I want to berate his ass. I get how you feel. However, support me, make me feel good about it. Do you smell something?
Do you smell something?
Yeah.
That's not your line.
Yeah. And internally, you could be going, I want to rip your head off. But you don't want to sabotage the objective. So there you go. Lovely to support. That was very funny and enjoyable. Gary Clemens, what's the first thing you're going to do to me to try to make me feel okay about it?
So Rob, this is the objectives, right? Like on the
No. So the objective is to make me feel okay about it. We're picking verbs. We're picking tactics. So the objective is what we're trying to accomplish. The tactic or the verb is what we're doing to the obstacle or the person to try to accomplish that.
Okay, so we're picking off the verb sheet then.
Yeah. I'll come back. I'll come back to you. So you look at those.
Okay, thanks.
Look at those. Cherry,
Yes.
what would you like to do to me or try to do to me to make me feel okay about it?
I'm going to comfort you.
Thank you, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah.
And that's not your line.
Gotcha. Give me another choice.
Two T's,
Tease me.
lowercase.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay. Let me fix that. Always expecting a capital T's, T. No, okay. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? That's not your line.
Give me another choice.
Inspire.
Inspire me. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's not your line.
Gar, how you doing over there with your
The wheels are turning. I got one, but I'm trying to make them positive and shit.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, dude, and shit stuff. Yeah. Hey, Liv.
Yeah.
Just berate him.
Yeah, exactly. When in doubt, do the opposite. When in doubt, we're gonna let you go with your instincts here in a minute. We're gonna let you and Noel just go off on me. Libby, what are you gonna do to me to try to make me feel okay about it?
I'm going to excite you.
See it. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? Oh, come on. That's not your line.
Oh, good point. Good point. Thank you. Give me another choice.
I'm going to flirt with you.
Flirt. Flirt with
Yes.
you. Make me feel okay about this. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? No. Honey, that's not your line.
That was like a pitiful flirt.
I know.
Flirting with me. You took the pity, you made it an adverb, you modified the flirt. You pitifully flirted with me. You flirtatiously pitied me. That was interesting.
Bob will take it.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, listen. Good Lord. I'll take it. Yeah. Any leftover flirting, just throw it my way. Yeah. I go to Goodwill to get my flirts. It's all secondhand flirting. It's all lovely. Second choice. The third choice.
Third choice. To soothe.
Soothe me. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Huh?
That's not your line.
Gotcha. So who I got? So far we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got Dimitri. Dimitri.
Hello.
What kind of tree is he? He's a Dimitri. Thank you.
Right.
That wasn't funny at all. I don't even know why I said it. Thank you. Hey, so what are you going to do to me, Dimitri?
Kick your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like,
Forget about it. Yeah.
dude, fish for info.
Fish for info. Let's see it. Do you smell something?
Did you say do I smell something? Do I smell something?
Yeah. Do you smell something?
I smell something.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's cool, but you know that's not your line, right?
I like the idea that you're fishing for info and I'm going to you smell something. The whole thing smells kind of fishy for info. Thank you. Next choice.
Okay. The next will be to worship.
Worship me. Do you smell something?
Do I? You're asking me if I smell something?
Yes.
You are asking me if I smell something.
Right.
Dude, that's so cool. But that's not your line.
Next, give me a third choice.
Wait, so the next will be to forgive.
Forgive me. Let's see it. Forgive me. and make me feel okay about it. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Mhm.
Oh, dude, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but that's not your line.
Right, and you're adding all these lovely inner monologues as outers, sort of the what you would say uh, if you had no dialogue and you're using these tactics, what you would say if you were forgiving. Yeah, once we learn a tool, feel free to use it, unless we specifically say don't for a specific reason. But nice. Remember, this is rehearsal. We're practicing practice. The world doesn't see this. You can do whatever you need to do in rehearsal to spend effective time with the script. Cool. Mel, what are you going to do to me to try to make me feel okay about this?
To humor you?
All right, let's just give it a shot. Do you smell something?
I smell something. Hey, now that's not your line.
Now that's a good one. Give me another choice.
To wow you.
Wow me. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something? Oh. Oh. Hey, now that's not your line.
Your third choice.
To comfort you.
Thank you. I can't spell. Do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not your line.
There you go. Fine. Again, and I think we're discovering more and more choices that actually do lean towards positive. Some things we might even making fun of, humoring. It's to wow. I mean, it's whatever works for you at the service of the objective. Gary.
Yep, that's my name.
That's how the mom said it in the movie Weird Science. Gary.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Weird Science is a great movie. Watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever.
Gary. Gary, what's the first thing you do to me to make me feel okay about the whole thing?
I am going to reassure.
Let's see it. You're not going to assure, you're going to reassure. As you're not going to kindle, you're going to rekindle. Or you're not going to rekindle, you're going to kindle. I love it.
And some shit.
Reassure me. Hey, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
You smell something.
That's not your line, man.
We don't choice. Backing up.
Second one is going to be keep it real.
Keep it real with me, bro. Keep it real. Hey, do you smell something?
Do I smell something?
Mm-hmm.
That is not your line.
That's very funny. What did I miss? What did I skip? I got every. Yeah.
Wait, do we get 3 of them? Or 2?
Did you not do 3?
I did 2.
You did to reassure, to keep it real.
Yep.
And to reassuringly keep it real. No, you didn't. Give me a third.
No. The one that I came up that one day I was talking to you, to award you an excuse.
Okay, award me an excuse.
You will be excused.
Thank you. Excuse me. Award me an excuse. Yeah, because again, you could just say to excuse me, but award me an excuse is even that much more specific.
Yeah.
Award me an excuse.
Everyone gets an award today.
Everybody gets a trophy. Award me an excuse. Hey, do you smell something?
Do I smell something? That's not your line, man.
Good time. No right, no wrong. If this was an audition, male or female, any ethnicity, ages, I don't know who the youngest person here is, but I'm gonna guess Mel. Anybody, the youngest person to Mel. That's would be male or female, any ethnicity. What are they looking for? Human being, possibly walks upright, speaks English, hair optional. You know, what are you gonna be judged on? What do you control? Behavior. What do you control? The choices you make, the analysis. Just playing, just playing. And again, we didn't receive information to make them feel all right about it. Clearly, if the choice is to make somebody feel all right about it, we could also make them feel not all right about this. We can make them feel bad about this. We can make them feel guilty. There's a world of things you can do here. There's a world of things you can do here. You can actually even do both. Do you smell something? And the inner monologue, do I smell something? And let them know you're trying to contain yourself and you're not happy with it. And then you adjust to make them feel okay about it. So they know they're not thrilled about it. You're not okay with it. But then you make them feel okay about it. You can see both. No right, no wrong. Got to make a choice, though. Don't just wing it. Make a choice that makes sense to you. Don't do anything because it's interesting. Be interested. What are the circumstances? Come up with the circumstances. What do you want? You want to have a good rehearsal. You want things to go smooth. And George fucks his lineup. Does going off on George make things better, or is going off on George going to make the rest of the rehearsal bad? It depends where we are. I mean, if rehearsal's been going on for 4 hours, then maybe enough's enough already. But that could be part of it. We don't know where this picks up. You can justify anything. Just be able to justify it. Does that make sense? You can justify, if you make a choice, just be able to justify it. Outside of, I thought it would be cool. Why would you do this? I did this because I was thinking this might be this and blah, 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 blah. It's amazing, just that discussion with someone who disagrees with you, they go, oh, as long as they can see where it was coming from, it's amazing how they go, oh, okay, we'll try this time. It's amazing how often. Never do anything for the sake of. Purpose, flesh it out. Who are you? Where are you? Why are you there? What's your job? What do you want? Why do you want it? What are the relations? Blah, blah, blah. Just know these things. Why? We have different lives and different experiences. You've experienced things I've never experienced. So I may go, well, clearly it's like this, but then you might go, yeah, but there was a time I saw this and I saw, blah, 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 and I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Well, then that's totally motivating. Just be able to justify it. Awesome. I want to go over this commercial script just as a quick analysis real fast. Give me 1 second to take a 2-second bathroom break, and I'll be right back. And then we will jump in with the script.
How do you take a 2-second bathroom break in 1 second?
Liar.
You must
He's
have
a
taught him
liar.
well, Mel.
Hey. I hate to say this. 1980, I did Chips with Eric Estrada and John, and I was standing ready to go on, and they're supposed to make an entrance.
I
And
love that show.
And I hear John say to Eric Estrada, "Do you smell that?" And he says, "Yeah, it was what I had for lunch." And they broke up backstage before they walked on. And I'm standing there like I'm supposed to, do this scene with them. Just broke me up. That's what this reminded me of. Man.
It's never a good thing when somebody says, do you smell that? It just doesn't feel.
So clearly the math didn't add up. I can't take 1 second to take a 2-second bathroom break. It gets messy. So from now on, I'm going to take 2 seconds to take a 1 second bathroom break, and things will go a lot more smoothly. Thank you very much for playing with me. So this script, I really like this commercial script. I'm going to share a screen with you guys. I'm going to read it out loud, and then we're just going to discuss how you might shoot it and the choices you might make. That's not what I want to do there. That's not the thing. Oh, shit, hold on. Everything was so nicely organized before I fucked it up. Okay, here we go. It's for a local bank called Commerce Bank. Come on. All right, everybody see this? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm just going to read it a few times, and we're going to talk about it. The client is Commerce Bank. Title is Let's Pretend. The subject is free checking. Just for a minute, pretend I'm a bank. Now, give me all your money. And if you want any of it, you got to pay me. Oh, and I'll be making interest on your money while I keep it. Okay? Does that make sense? It didn't to me either. So what did I do? Switch to Commerce Bank. They give you free checking with no strings, so you can get at your money without having to pay for it. What a concept, huh? Commerce Bank. Hey, it's your money. Let's read it again. Look, just for a minute, pretend I'm a bank. Okay. Now, give me all your money. Okay. Oh, and if you want any of it, you have to pay me. Oh, and I'll be making interest on the money while I keep it. Is that okay? Does that make sense? Okay. It didn't to me either. So what did I do? Switch to Commerce Bank. They give you free checking with no strings, so you can get at your money without having to pay for it. What a concept, huh? It's Commerce Bank. Hey, it's your money. Let's read it again. Just for a minute, pretend I'm a bank. Okay. Now, give me all your money. Okay. And if you want any of it, you got to pay me. Oh, and by the way, I'll be making interest on it while I keep it. Okay. Does that make any sense? It didn't to me either. So what did I do? Switch to Commerce Bank. They give you free checking with no strings, so you can get at your money without having to pay for it. What a concept, huh? Commerce Bank. Hey, it's your money. Let's talk about it. So the first thing years ago, what really kind of set me free a little bit years ago was deciding I'm never going to audition for commercials. And by what I mean by that is I'm going to treat every audition like a film. I'm just not going to, there's something about looking at something like a commercial that just makes you do dumb shit. It makes you overact. It just inspires non-human behavior. I've seen it a lot. So I went, okay, if this was a scene in a movie, what can this be a scene in a movie? Two people are talking. One person is trying to get another person to use Commerce Bank for whatever reason, whatever the motivations are. I don't change the tools. Who, what, where, when, why, how. You're never just talking. You're always talking to someone or something or a group. Doing a commercial, this commercial will be looking right into the camera. It means you're talking to one person. And you put the face of someone there who would elicit the behavior from you that you're looking for. In this commercial, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do?
Convince someone to use the bank, Commerce Bank.
Yeah, and I'll debate you that, yes, but that's what the commercial is doing. So another way I want you to look at the commercial, a commercial is, unless you're playing a salesman, don't be a salesman. It's always about helping someone, helping a friend. So you create a scenario where you're helping someone. And we go right back to triggers. You got to write yourself something that someone in a specific relationship with you, someone you know, you realize you can make their day better. You can really help them. You can solve a problem. Mm-hmm. And they go, God, my banking situation's fucked. What do you, oh no, 1 second, my thing just go. My banking situation's fucking terrible. I'm getting robbed by my bank. What do you do? What do I do? All right, I'm going to help you out. Pretend I'm a bank, okay? Okay. Now give me all your money. Just give me all your money. Okay. Now you have to pay me if you want any of it. Okay. Oh, by the way, and while I'm holding it, I'm going to make interest on your money. Does that sound fair? Yeah. It didn't sound fair to me either. So you know what I did? I switched to Commerce Bank. Get free checking, get my money whenever the hell I want it, and they don't charge me anything. Dude, it's your money, right? Commerce Bank. Blah, 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 blah. And you just try to make someone's life better. Relationship, friend, foe, you talk to one person. And we build in triggers before each one of these lines. So let's talk about that for a second. And then we'll come back to ask questions. So let's share screen again. So as I'm working the script, I write the first line, which is, what do you do with your money? You seem to never have problems with money. My banking sucks. They take my money. The fees are ridiculous. You having banking problems? Okay, let's talk for a second. Banking problems. Just for a minute. Just for a minute. Pretend I'm a bank. Okay. So the other person writes, well, okay. Now give me all your money. Give you all my money? Yeah. Okay. And if you want any of it, you got to pay me. I got to pay you. See, that doesn't seem right. Oh, by the way, I'll be making interest on your money while I keep it. Okay. Okay. No. Yeah. Does that make any sense? No, that doesn't make any sense. It didn't mean to me either. So what did I do? What'd you do? I switched to Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank, what do they do? What do they do? What does Commerce Bank do? They give you free checking with no strings. So you can get at your money without having to pay for it. Without having to pay for it. What a concept, huh? Yeah, what a concept. Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank. Hey, it's your money. It is my money. Bam, bam, bam. So you write it out as a conversation. You give yourself things to trigger, to think about, so you can react to the other person. You talk to one person. What are you trying to get them to do, say, feel, or believe? They're miserable, make them happy. They're confused. Give them direction. Right? They're scared. Make them feel confident. Okay? Change their behavior. Don't sell them, just make their life better. So let's talk about this. I'll read it one more time, just for a minute. Kind of a bank. Okay, now give me all your money. And if you want any of it, you got to pay me. Oh, and by the way, I'll be making interest on your money while I keep it. Okay, does that make sense? Didn't to me either. So what did I do? Switch to Commerce Bank. They give you free checking with no strings. So you can get at your money without having to pay for it. What a concept, huh? Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank. Commerce Bank. Or back. Hey, it's your money. No right, no wrong. Let's talk about this. I can't speak. Comments, questions. Let's talk commercials, choices, work, and script. Who's got a comment on my quick analysis? Questions, concerns. Greg, what do you get from that? What are you thinking? How would you work a script like that?
Well, I'm impressed at how much sense you make out of a commercial script. That I don't know. I have a mental block about commercials.
So you do what I did. You stop auditioning for commercials.
But that's a pretty good commercial. Where's it at?
Fairly well written. That's fairly well written. And what do I do when it's not fairly well written? I learn the lines so I can forget the lines and tell the truth. And I make it my own. So I could be someone that someone trusts. The majority of the time in commercials, when you are the face of the product, like in this one, they're looking to hire someone that they trust. They're looking to hire someone that the majority of the people who see it go, I really trust her. I trust him. Because you want to relate to people. What kind of choices can you make to someone so the person judging you is going to go, they're very relatable. What is the action? What is the behavior that you can earn? Very relatable. Character breakdown is nice, kind, trustworthy, relatable. We don't act nice, kind, trustworthy, relatable, but we try to earn those descriptions, right? What can I do to the person I'm talking to that the people judging me go, that's pretty kind, pretty nice, pretty trustworthy, very relatable. It's different for all of us, but that's the aim here, I think. Because sometimes you got to write your own character breakdown. There's always a character breakdown, right? What's the character breakdown? Male or female, any ethnicity, blah, 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 nice, kind, trustworthy, relatable. Those are all adjectives describing one thing and one thing only. Behavior. I don't want you to act the adjective. I want you to earn it with how you treat your obstacle. Your obstacle is the person you're talking to. They're just having bad banking experiences. Okay. How do you treat them juxtaposed against this dialogue that you can earn nice, kind, trustworthy, relatable? Don't act the adjective, earn the adjective with your actions. So Greg, from here on out, you will no longer audition for commercials. What you will do is you will use your imagination and make believe this is just a TV role or a film role. I tend to tell myself it's film because that frees me up even more. TV is more regimented than film. I let myself go. I literally tell myself it's an independent film. Well, like nobody gives a fuck. I can do whatever I want. And I give myself as much permission just to do my best work, you know? And it is the audition. You don't have the job. You can't get fired from a job you don't have. Do good work. It's your job. You have no odds are none of us are booking it. Those are the odds. It's just a numbers game, right? It's subjective and it's a numbers game. Odds are we're not doing it. But again, that doesn't mean we can't do great fucking work. Doesn't mean you can't be fucking awesome. Look, we're not going to be right for every part. God knows we're not going to book every part, but we can be great in every audition by just doing damn good work. Only one person gets it. 40 people can be right for the part and good. One person gets it. Am I frozen?
No.
Oh, I saw a couple people doing this. I'm like, oh, am I frozen?
No, Teresa said she was leaving, so I was just waiting.
No, shit, I didn't see it. My bad. My internet's been freezing up a lot lately, so it's like, oh, damn it. I just gave the lovely spiel, and now I got to go back and do it again. Not that it was a lovely spiel. Commercials. Who else in this little Hollywood squares that we have up here right now has had problems with commercials? Who looks at it different? Who has learned over the years, and who has learned over the years? And again, there's no right or wrong. Again, we can disagree and debate and not have problems. That you treat commercials differently than you do film or TV. And I know people learn that. Who has had a problem, an issue going between the two? I know Terry raised his hand. So, Terry, what do you find is the biggest issue going back and forth?
Well, okay, so even when I look at who am I talking to, if I talk to my daughter, I come across as fatherly but controlling for the age group and stuff like that. And it's like, so how do I have to sit there and try to come up with somebody who gives a broader appeal, and I get caught in my head, and then I try to get back into some emotional state with it. It's rough.
Yeah, that's not the only, the only tool isn't the relationship and the person. Yeah. And if that's not working for you right now, go, okay, if the breakdown is nice, kind, trustworthy, relatable, you can go to actions. You can go, well, how would I treat someone that in a way, I might think that I would come across nice, kind, relatable? Would I comfort them? Look, these are tools. Just because you have a hammer doesn't mean you got to use it. If you're trying to cut wood in half and you go, I got a hammer, it's going to be a long day. But again, we're all different, and at different times with different scripts and different circumstances with different expectations, different tools are going to may benefit you. That's why it's a long journey. Just so kind of filling your coffers with different tools, so you're not stuck with, well, shit, the relationship scenario, and if no relationship scenario, I got to go to emotional recall. That's a rough road. If one doesn't work, you got to go just internal emotional, because your emotions really don't have anything to do with the story here. Emotions aren't doable. They're the results. And if you come off being happy, it's because how you're treating the other person and how they're receiving it. So again, you obviously I want you to really work the relationship scenarios, but you're not stuck there, dude. You've got how many choices in here would make you seem relatable, trustworthy, if you Kindle as opposed to Nettle, I bet you come across. But again, that comes with spending time on a daily basis, try 10 different verbs every day. 10 different new ones. Just literally boom, 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 boom. Go through your thesaurus and just look them up, try them, and start breaking them down into, if I'm nice, I'll do these. If I'm mean, I'll do these. If I'm angry, I'll do these. If I'm relatable, maybe these, and break them down into categories. What are the descriptions you often get, and start breaking down the actions into what earns you that description. Fatherly, you said. Well, what earns you that? What behavior, how you treat someone, earns you fatherly? I mean, it makes sense to go towards father-daughter. Obviously, it makes total sense. But that being said, you said when you do that, your relationship, it's just a little different. So maybe it's not the middle America, golly gee, blah, 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 blah. But whatever that is, right? So got to make a different choice. Right? Got to make a different choice. And it's, and again, and it's going to be a choice when we talk about relationships. Ultimately, it's going to be a choice that you wouldn't thought of at first. It'll be like, you're going to come up with a choice like, you know, I'm talking to the guy behind the ice cream counter, the ice cream man. And somebody said to me, you always seem really fatherly when you're buying ice cream. And you'd be like, well, my fatherly choice is me buying, you know, Baskin Robbins, because for some reason, something about ice cream. And it's one of those things you're like, I don't know why, but that's it. But you got to try all these wonderful different choices. But what frees me up is, one, commercial tends to get in the way. People go commercial. Looking into the camera is another thing that kind of freaks people out a little. So one of the things I learned early on was you put a 1/4 inch, for some reason, I still don't understand, the 1/4 inch of the face of someone you want to talk to, a 1/4 inch of your mom, a 1/4 inch of your dad, a 1/4 inch, whoever you're trying to elicit a response from. I just put the face there. I don't know what the 1/4 inch thing is. I always just put the face right there and see what that is. But again, this is where imagination comes in. You're trying to get them to do something, feel something, say something, or believe something. The camera's not going to do anything different. But you have to endow the face you're seeing, the character you're seeing, with the changes that you're trying to achieve. You have to see them starting to get it. You have to see them starting to feel relieved. You have to see them starting to realize, oh my God, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that my life doesn't have to be, I'm not imprisoned with my bank, you know, or whatever the circumstances. We're always trying to make somebody's life better. Doesn't mean you have to be smiling. Doesn't mean you have to be excited. People, because I hear that all the time. Oh, my commercial acting coach said I got to be happy all the time. Well, that's going to be absurd if your character's not happy. You know, what your character has to do is to try to achieve an objective. And I just look at, I literally go, what are the circumstances? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? What do I want? What am I going to do to get it? What's the relationship? And I don't. And do I book everything? No. Have I booked commercials? Yeah. Doing this? Yeah. I got to be truthful and I got to be right for the part subjectively. That's all I control, you know. And to this day, everybody I talk to goes to a commercial acting class because I love just, I go, okay, tell me what you learned. And I was always encouraging, hey, I'm looking to learn. What have you learned in a commercial acting class that I won't learn in a regular acting class for stage or let's say film and TV? And I have yet to get something from someone that I want. That's a choice of tactic. That's a choice of objective. That's a choice of relationship. That's place. That's job. That's an as if to me. I've yet to get something. That I'm not saying there's not something out there. I just haven't seen it. And this is a long journey. Audition for everything. Just don't categorize it as a commercial. You create the character based on the breakdown. And you solve the puzzle that is scene. Every scene is a predicament. It's a predicament. Why do I love auditioning for commercials? Because it's never more than a page. Yay! I'm off book quickly, and it's right to the craft. It's never. It's rarely more than a page. It's 30 seconds. It's half a page. 15 seconds, 30 seconds. I mean, if it's more than one page, it's usually just a lot of information about the commercial. The tools. So Terry, expand your tool base, right? And don't audition for commercials. Greg, no more commercials for you. Everything's a film, Greg. Everything's an indie film where you're free to be Greg under the circumstances, right? Everything's an independent film. You do whatever the F you want. That was fun. Any questions about that little quick commercial analysis? Good times.
I actually have a question.
I saw you trying to say it, but you were muted. I saw like.
Yes. So it's kind of about the question, but I'm sorry. Like I've been paying attention to it back, but I keep getting things sent to me from Actors Access, which actually it's for a commercial.
Okay.
But it does, and I think with me, commercials, I don't know, like I've heard that everyone's like, yeah, you should treat it just like you're doing any other film or something like that. But for me, I don't know, maybe because in my head, the way I envision commercials, Like I always feel that it's always something kind of like you have to be kind of fake. Like, yeah,
That's a
I
terrible,
like
terrible
writing this
thought
on
process.
TV.
It's an awful
But-
thought process, Dimitri. To be
Yeah, and I'm trying to get out of it. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. There are commercials that there are people who are fakey and weird, but the breakdown is, the character's unusual. It's crazy. It's excitable.
Well, what I mean is that like it seems like I don't know. It just commercials seem like they're different. Like the acting always seems different to me. I don't know if it's just I'm just looking at it.
I'll tell you what there always is. There's a level of urgency because they only have 15 seconds to 30 seconds. So they're probably taxi cabbing everything because you got to get it done in that time frame. So there is a level of urgency.
Okay.
Urgently exciting, urgently teaching, urgently begging, urgently flirting, urgently whatever they're doing. It's a level of urgency.
Okay.
Maybe because of that urgency, and they got to. It's like see those drive time commercials where they're talking really fast and they got to do this. I mean, and it's that's a normal script packed into 12 seconds, and they're and it's trying to get their point across, which creates a funny character.
Okay.
It's again no right, no wrong, and again we're not going to be right for every part, but if you get in the mindset of being fakey, you're going to fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
And I mean that you will create, man, you will a very dark cave you will not get out of. You do not fakey unless it says you're playing a really bad actor who's faking it. You go for the truth in the scene. Now that truth might be you exciting someone or talking to someone like they're a little kid. The character might seem crazy because the breakdown might say, Steve, a 40-year-old man, treats everybody like they're an infant. And you might be walking around going, Google boogie, boogie. But that might be the scene. And you go, well, that's not real. People don't behave that way, but you don't know what the breakdown says. The breakdown can literally ask for that specifically, right?
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be someone who comes in the room and does something that's not necessarily inherent to the script.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh, it's hysterical. I like that. But you don't know what that is. And I'm not saying you can't take risks, but that risk better be truthful, inherent to the script, right? So like you have one like present, you have a commercial right there, breakdown.
Yes.
What does it say?
It is so
Let's do this live and in person. We're going live where we have a commercial being sent in and we're going to do a quick analysis and break it down. What is happening here?
it actually doesn't give me anything. All it says is that audition instructions, and they just want a slate.
What are the audition instructions? Lay it on us.
Okay, yeah. So it says
That's dangerous.
camera and landscape mode, if possible, loose close-up, slate name and current location, age if minors, please state if they happen to be a real teacher or healthcare professional, and where they do that. Willing and able to work as a local hire in Louisville on September 13th. Wide shot, full body, nice friendly smile. There is no travel compensation on this, so only record and post if a true local hire in Louisville. Please and thanks. That's
Tell
it.
me about
First, when you do this, when you do this, say Louisville, not Louisville.
Okay.
So
I always feel weird saying Louisville.
but yeah, Louisville. Do Louisville. So is there no script?
Nope, there's no script. That's what it seems so weird, but
It's not weird. So you're gonna talk. It's no different than the commercial we just did. You're talking to the camera. You're introducing yourself to someone, and it did give you specific things they wanted to know about you, right? So what do they want to know? Your name, where you are, and it was the job. They want to know if you're a teacher. What did it say again?
Yeah, it says if you to let them know if you actually are a teacher or a healthcare professional.
Great.
Where you do that at.
So you sit down in a comfortable chair, and you introduce yourself, and you do it as if, and I treat it like a film. You sit down at a table as if you just sat down at a table with a bunch of people you're just meeting for the first time. You all have similar interests, and they say, "Oh shit, Dimitri, tell us about yourself. What's your name? Where you from? I'm Dimitri Daniels. I'm from Chicago. I have blah blah blah. I teach martial arts. I am a teacher. I've been doing it a long time. It's been great." And you just pleasantly tell them about yourself, and that's what it is. And again, what do you want them to do? You want them to like you. You want to put a smile on their face. That was the objective you chose early. Just put them at ease, make them comfortable. Don't shout. It's a private moment. You're at a table in a restaurant. Everything's peaceful and quiet. You're not shocking anybody. And again, I give myself a breakdown. If there's no character breakdown, I create one for myself.
Yeah.
Rob,
It's healthcare and education related progressive campaign.
Yeah. And you just tell the truth about what you literally just tell the truth about you as a teacher or a healthcare professional. And you make, and you, whoever you're talking to in the camera, you put a smile on their face. And again, trustworthy, nice, kind, relatable. That's what you do, Bubba. That's it. And this slate doubles as your audition.
Okay.
And yeah, you say, yeah, I can work. Yeah, I can work as a local hire in Louisville, and all's good. See you then. And it just doesn't have to be any specific amount of time. Don't drag it out. Just introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about yourself. Make it a nice private conversation. That's it.
Okay.
Turn everything into a scene. Who am I? Where am I? What do I want? Why do I want it? The more comfortable you are, the less desperate. The more comfortable in your skin, the more you enjoy talking about the things you do. Yeah. The more passionate you are about the things you do, the teaching, the more they're going to like you. That's what you do. Cool. That's fun. We should do that every week. As soon as an audition pops up, it's like, oh, we have a live one. Got a fish on the hook. Let's break it down.
Yeah. I keep getting them. I can't, like, I've had to turn down a couple.
Awesome.
So that's good.
You're like a fisherman. You happen to park your boat over a nice school and you're getting some bites. It's all, sometimes the seas are not friendly, my friends. Today they're friendly for you. Let me pull some more script. Let's do this. Cool.
Greg, did you hear me?
What?
Like,
No, Greg posted a comment while you were explaining it. So I was also talking to him.
Oh, gotcha. It's my bad.
No,
Louisville's my market, and I haven't seen this. So what's up?
Louisville's my market. So what's up? So let's play. Here's something from a play called Shadowlands. Very good. What happened? Oh, I tried to send it to just Teresa, except for everyone. Let's send it to everyone, shall we? It's from Shadowlands, a play by William Nicholson. Folks, read these plays. Pick up old plays from Samuel French. It's amazing. You get anything that had Samuel French's stamp on it was considered a stamp of approval. And what's great is it has all the history of where the plays went up, the first times they were done, but it also has the original cast members. This one had Jane Alexander, who was nominated for an Academy Award years later. It's just amazing to see all these wonderful actors who we've come to love over the years. They all go back and forth doing theater. Anyway, I digress.
Can you show me that book again?
No.
That you just showed, please, pretty please.
Shadow. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Samuel French Incorporated. There used to be one in New York. There used to be one in LA. There was one in London. I believe there was one in Toronto. And I don't think any of them are open anymore. It was just, as a broke actor in New York and LA, I can't tell you how much coffee I drank just walking around Samuel French, just standing there reading plays in the aisle. Just, it's amazing. Amazing. Let's read this script, shall we? I will be Lewis. Noel, you be Douglas.
Copy that.
Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
She's going to die, isn't she?
Lewis doesn't know how to respond.
Why?
I don't know.
Can't you do something?
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Now let's trigger. So even when you're working script and you have a moment where your character doesn't respond verbally but responds non-verbally, still trigger it, and then the other actor, when I just do this, go, did you just do? Yeah, and then to build it on in, because if it's for an audition, You may have to endow your reader with that quality and respond to that because they may not do it. Let's trigger, Noel. Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
Did you say my mother's very sick? She's going to die, isn't she?
Did you say she's going to die?
What are you telling me? Why?
Did you ask me why? I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? Can I do something? I'm afraid not.
Afraid not. Okay.
Yeah, no right, no wrong. Let's go around and trigger. Libby, you got a free hand to trigger?
Mute myself, then yes. I'm unmuted. Yay.
Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
She's very sick. She's gonna die, isn't she?
Is she gonna die?
You can't even respond. Why?
Why? Why is she gonna die? I don't know.
I don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not. Okay.
Cool. All right, no wrong. Leanna. Douglas, your mother's very sick.
My mother's very sick? She's going to die, isn't she?
Is she gonna die?
Why?
Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not. Okay.
Dimitri. Douglas. Your mother is very sick, I'm afraid.
Wait, you say my mother's very sick? She's going to die, isn't she?
Is she gonna die?
You're not responding. Why?
Why? Why is she gonna die? I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? Ugh. I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not. Okay.
Greg. Douglas, your mother is very sick, I'm afraid.
She's very sick. She's gonna die, isn't she?
She's gonna die.
Say something. Why?
Why? Why? I don't know.
And you don't know. Could you do something?
Can I do something? I'm afraid not.
Why?
Why? I don't know.
All right. Fuck
We
you.
got back on. We got back on, which is great. We went off a little bit, but again, that's why we don't stop. It's always like, you get to a point where you're like, "Ooh, how do I get back on?" Okay, we just do it again. People repeat themselves, and we repeat moments in life. We don't settle for one answer, so we refight the same battle. But that happens. Thank you for having me. Great seeing you, Leanna. Thank you for coming in. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Yeah, bye.
See you guys. Gary Clemens. Clementine time. It's Clementine. No, I tried something there. Didn't work. It's all right. You got to risk not being funny to be funny, people. There you go.
My kids love those oranges.
Harry Clementimes. Thanks. Hey, Gary, let's trigger. Douglas. Oh, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother. She's going to die, isn't she?
Is she going to die?
You don't know. Why?
Why? I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? I'm afraid not.
Okay.
Well, Douglas, your mother is very sick, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah, fuck you. Noel, you didn't hear me.
I thought you said Mel.
You know, I mumble. It's my desire to be Marlon Brando. Yeah. So yeah, Noel, my bad.
I already did this though.
Oh, you did? Fuck. Let's do. Okay. Who hasn't done it? Terry hasn't done it. Mel hasn't done it. All right. And we're going to come back and do it again. Terry. Who's got an angry doggy? Whose doggy's hungry?
Yes, it's cup time. Yes.
Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
So my mother's very sick, and you're afraid
Yes.
she's gonna die, isn't she?
She's going to die.
You don't know how to respond to that. Why?
Why? I don't know.
You don't know? Can't you do something?
Can I do something? I am afraid not.
You're afraid of God.
A lot of fear here.
Yeah.
Mel. They're not booing, they're chanting Mel. You ready for this one? Douglas. Look, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother's very sick. She's very sick. She's gonna die, isn't she?
You're gonna die?
You know, why? Why aren't you saying anything?
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? I'm
Can't you
afraid.
do-
I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not? You're afraid not. You got to be able to do something.
Or
What?
okay, which was the line, which is fine. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. Good. We've gone through it a couple times. What do you want? What is Lewis trying to accomplish? What does Lewis need? I'm sorry, Douglas. We're talking Douglas. What does Douglas want? What does Douglas need? So what are we dealing with here? The obstacles. Douglas is dealing with Lewis. Douglas is dealing with his mother. Maybe Douglas is dealing with God. Douglas is dealing with Douglas. Maybe Douglas has some doubts, some frustrations. Maybe he's mad at himself. Maybe he blames himself. Where is Douglas looking to make this better? How does Douglas solve the problem? If Douglas can make things perfect scenario here. Douglas walks in. Lewis says, Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid. In a perfect world, the scene ends. What is Lewis telling Douglas? You know what? We can fix this. You know what? We were wrong. She's going to be fine. I got an idea, blah, 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 blah. I think we can save her. Or something. I mean, I'm just brainstorming right now. You know, I haven't worked this scene. This is the first time I've pulled this one. This is from Shadowland, so I haven't worked this scene. How do you try to make things perfect? What are you dealing with? What do you want Lewis to say? What do you want Lewis to do? What do you want Lewis to feel? What do you want Lewis to believe? What do you want coming out of me? I want to see you trying to make me say something. I want to see you trying to make me feel something. I don't care about the verbatim. Don't add any information. I don't care how many times you trigger. I don't care how many times you repeat yourself. I don't care how you treat me, as long as it's at the service of whatever you're trying to accomplish. What are you trying to accomplish? You want your mother okay. Right now, all you can deal with is yourself, Lewis, and God. Unless there's something else you can deal with. I guess time is also an obstacle. If she's getting sicker and sicker. Again, this is just me thinking through it. This is just where my brain goes right now. So let's read it again. Let's play. So Noelle, if you can make things perfect in this scene, what would you try to get me to do? What do you want me to say, do, or feel?
I want you to give me hope.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So make me give you hope. Make me give you hope. Douglas, hey, your mother, she's very sick, I'm afraid.
She's very sick.
Yeah.
She's going to die, isn't she?
Gonna die?
Nothing? Tell me why.
Why? I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Can I do something? Douglas, I'm afraid not.
You're afraid of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no right or wrong. Just give yourself a really specific target. Try to make it happen. The beauty is you don't have to achieve it. You just have to fight for it. So all you need to get the people behind you is to have a real passion for something and fight for it. And when you don't achieve it, people can relate to that. And when you do achieve it, people are like, yeah, that's the guy we were supporting, or the guy, it's never giving up. Playing the hero of the scene, Let's do it another time. So if I change the perspective and I said, we always play the hero of every scene, how would a hero behave in this scene? Okay. A hero defends the ones he loves. He defends all the good people, right? He treats bad people fairly, but he serves justice. What does the hero look like here? And it just sounds so absurd, but the first time I heard that, I thought, well, what would Captain America do? And this is going back, 2 decades. Okay, what would Captain America do here? And because it's different than what Batman would do. It's you know, it's such a crazy thing, but certainly different than what Deadpool would do. But you know, so let's do it again. No, let's do it again. Just how would Captain America behave here? Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother's sick. She's going to die, isn't she?
She's going to die. Douglas,
You have no answers. Why?
why? I don't know. I don't know, my friend.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
Do something. I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not. Okay.
Libby. His initial objective was to get me to give him hope. What would you fight for?
If my mother was sick, I would be honestly the same, but I want something different. So,
But you can't. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be different. This is your time. You can play the exact same. If that, again, we're all human beings here, so we're going to hit upon the same primal sort of needs at times, right? So you don't have to.
I also had the gut of being like, what if I played the opposite, where it's like, oh, my mother's gonna die. Cool. Well, I get my inheritance. Cool. Great. Just to be like, I mean, when I'm running things, I sometimes go to the opposite just to see what I find.
100% when you're running things, but instinctually, right now, you look at this. Is that is that going to work here?
Like right now, I want hope.
Yeah.
From
let's go with that, and let's go with that. And the second choice can always be let's play the opposite. I want you to trust your instincts right now too, but because you know that you can always play the opposite. So let's go with your instincts, right? And then
my instincts, absolutely. I want hope. I want to feel better. I want comfort. I want to know that there's a chance my mother could pull through.
Gotcha. So those are all specific, different. So get me to comfort you. Get me to give you hope. You said a bunch of things. There, that's it's hard to write down. Get me to.
Sorry.
I think you said get me to tell you everything's going to be all right.
Yes.
So state it for me. You want me to what?
I want you to make me feel better. I want you to give me hope. I want you to comfort me, to make me think and believe that my mother could pull through from from whatever is ailing her.
Let's take all 5 of those objectives and make them one. So try to achieve. Yeah, to achieve that.
Oh wow, you're making it hard for me tonight, huh?
No. You can pick one of them.
No. That's fine. We can. Like they're all kind of similar to me, so I feel good in that headspace.
Make me do those things.
Got you.
Douglas. Oh, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
Saying my mother's very sick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
She's gonna die, isn't she? You can't even say anything. Why?
What? I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something?
I'm afraid not.
You can't? Okay.
No right, no wrong. Good. Now play the opposite.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And what is the opposite? We had to specifically state the opposite.
The opposite is if my mother dies, I get my money and I'm broke. And I need money to survive.
Okay, so you want to find out when?
Basically, yes. My objective is finding out how soon will this be and I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find out how quickly I can expedite this.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I love my mom. She's my best
Yeah.
friend.
You know, we could always play different as if, but we won't do that right
Yeah,
now.
right.
Just so we change the circumstances. You ordered a pizza. You want to know when it's going to arrive.
Yes.
You're hungry. When am I getting my fucking pizza? Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
Wait, you said she's sick?
She's sick, yeah.
So she's going to die, isn't she? And you're speechless. Why?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know? Can't you do something?
I'm afraid.
You're afraid not.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. I mean, okay.
Yeah, and if we change the scenario to somebody called you up and said, "Look, sorry, we know you ordered a pizza, but it's Super Bowl Sunday, things are running late," and you're like, "What the fuck? My pizza not coming? My pizza's going to be late?" And
Like,
no response.
in my head, like, I'm basically saying these words, but like, what the heck? Like, who
Yeah.
are you? What? Like, you're an expert. Like,
Yeah,
give
why
me
not?
something. Like,
And nobody knows you're not playing these circumstances. It just changes how you're going to be judged. You know.
yes.
You know, if you treat the death of your mom just like a pizza, that her death like is it inconvenient as your order being late, then you're going to be judged differently. But it's sure as shit fun to play, you know.
Yes.
If it said you need to be cold about this, like, how do I be cold about this? I'm talking about my mom dying. Well, if you can't be cold, if you can't elicit cold behavior from that, what can you elicit? I'm tired of getting the wrong goddamn order through the drive-through. I'm tired of the pizza being delivered late. And it's enough's enough already. You know, change the as if to a circumstance where it does put you in the
Oh,
right.
yeah, the as if is gold. The as if is gold for me. So
You will love the practical aesthetics with the as if.
yes.
One book that really I love is the Practical Handbook for the Actor. I don't know if I have a copy here, if it's up at the space.
Practical handbook of the actor.
I have it here. I have like 4 copies of it. I don't know where to buy. I think they're all in. I think all the copies are at the space in Marietta.
No worries.
It's really good. It's not a very big book. It's just so
Do
specific.
you know who wrote it?
Not off the top of my head. It was written by a group of people who studied with William H. Macy and Mamet and those guys up in the Chicago theater. Just do a quick
Practical handbook of the actor.
the Practical Handbook for the Actor.
Handbook. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Look that up right now, and I will move on to Terry Patterson. Terry,
Okay.
Terry, what do you want me to do? What do you want Lewis to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want you to quit fucking around.
Oh, awesome. Make me quit fucking around. Love it. Make me quit fucking around. And the beauty of that is how easy the inner monologue is. Quit fucking around. I mean, literally, that's your inner monologue. Quit fucking around.
Yeah.
And in the rehearsal process, you can state that. You can say that to see how that affects you viscerally when you're allowed to state exactly what you're trying to achieve. And then work it as an inner monologue, which is that would be the next step. So get me to quit fucking around. Douglas, look, your mother is very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother's very sick. I'm gonna quit fucking around, right? She's gonna die, isn't she?
She's gonna die?
You don't know how to respond to that? Why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Can't you do something? Something?
I'm afraid not.
You're afraid not.
There's
All right. Go ahead.
there's a scene. I don't know if I can say. And there's a series on Paramount Plus, which is it's all episodes have been released right now. It's called Lioness. It's about it's phenomenal. In episode 3, I want to say there's a scene where the main character's husband, who's a surgeon, has to break unbelievably tragic news to a young couple about their 6-year-old daughter, and he couldn't do it more gently, more empathetically, more kindly. And it still ends terribly, but it's just just to watch. No matter what the character of Lewis does to Douglas, I'm never going to appease you. But I have to try to soften the blow. I have to try to do this. When you still have to. No, you can't accept failure. You can't just go, oh well, you're not going to give up.
Yeah, that was weird trying to get to okay from the quit fucking around. It just didn't line up.
Yeah, but somehow you got to find that thing. It's got to be, you're not going to help me? Okay, maybe I'll find somebody. I mean, you start brainstorming. What would make me okay? I've got a better idea. I'll find a real doctor, not a piece of shit, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's the good motivation for it. Because I mean, sorry, I'm writing you off. I'm going off.
Yeah,
okay.
I love that.
Angry. Both of those, in both of them, I got angry for that. It was the only way I could see doing it.
Yeah, no right, no wrong. And that being said, so if the only way you can see it is if anger, then I want you to play with the opposites. So you can see it through the lens and make the discovery like, oh shit, okay. I get that there's a way to maintain your self-control and to do it without doing, but you start with your instincts. You start instinctually, what is this? Where's this taking me? And then go, okay. If my instincts are taking me there, then there are going to be people who are instinctually going to look in the opposite direction here. And they're every bit as right as I am. So what if that is what the director's looking for? So I need to play with that. That's why I love that the book Audition by Michael Shurtleff, because one of the tools was the opposite. Whatever the obvious choice is, and that means obvious to you, the opposite choice is every bit as strong, if not strong, right? And you got to be able to go, oh, fuck yeah, I saw a great interview or a piece of an interview with McConaughey recently, and it was about learning your lines. And it was somebody said, he said, people often ask me, how do I learn all my lines? How do I memorize all those lines? And I tell them, I don't memorize all the lines. What I do is I take my time with the script and I read it over and over again. And he goes, and I read it when I'm in a good mood. I read it when I'm in a bad mood. I read it when I'm leaving church. I read it when I'm high. I read it when I'm out dancing. I read it when I'm really sad. I read it when I'm on driving a car fast. I read it. And I go, well, that's great, Matthew McConaughey, but you got 4 fucking months to work your script. So then it comes to me and I go, okay, that's great. And I get that. He's letting different choices happen naturally because he's waiting to experience different things. But I got 48 hours to turn this. I have 48 hours to turn this audition in. So how do I experience, to some extent, all your different 4 months of, I'm feeling this, I'm doing it. I have to make different choices. I have to force different glasses on. I got to try different relationship scenarios. I have to try different places. I have to try different levels of urgency, different actions. Okay, I'm not in a bad mood, but I can fucking threaten and bite your head off. I'm not in a good mood, but I can comfort you and congratulate you, right? And tell the truth. I can do all those things. I can excite the shit out of you. I have to be able to look through different perspectives without having the luxury of, Matt, here's the script. You got 6 months and we'll start shooting. Okay, good for you, buddy. That's great. That's why, you've earned $12 million a movie. That's awesome. I'm getting scale plus 10 or a little more. And I got 48 hours to turn this thing. And I want the same experience. I won't get it, but how do I emulate it? Choices. Gary, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe, Gary?
I've just been going through a bunch of them, and I don't know, man. Pick one for me.
Nope.
Because
I'm going to make you pick, because ultimately, when you do the audition, you're going to be by yourself. When you do the choice. So I want you, this is the safest place for you to go, and I just want you to frame it. I need you to blank. What do you need?
What I'm trying to, I have to tell you what I want you to do.
Yeah, your mom's dying.
Yeah.
You're dealing with God. You're dealing with yourself. You're dealing with me. What do you need to have? What do you need to happen right now? That's either from you, from God, or from Lewis. In a
I
perfect
guess.
world, what do you want?
I guess to kill with kindness.
What is that? What you're doing to me, or what you want me to do to you?
What you do to me, which that's
You want me to show. You want me to be kind to you.
that's what the objective here, right?
Well, we're looking for an objective. I'm just asking you, is that your objective to get me to be kind to you?
Oh, so I'm confused which way I'm trying to work here.
You're trying to get me to do something. I'm your obstacle. Your mother's illness is your obstacle, but I'm sort of a representation of that right now.
Okay, so I got to get
me
you, or you got to get me.
Nope. No, this is your scene, buddy. You got to get me to do something. I don't care about me.
Oh, I got to get you to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, this is your work. We're working. We're working your character. So, if this was your audition, what do you want me to do?
I don't know, man. I would want you to jump off a fucking bridge because I would.
That's not achievable right now. It's got to be something that I can do.
I guess
feel right now.
Call your bluff.
But that's an action. You're calling my bluff to get me to do what, though?
Oh.
So you can call my bluff, but why would you be calling my? What's the end game? We never do anything for the sake of. You're calling my bluff because you want me to do something, say something, feel something, or believe something. We're gonna flesh this out. It ain't easy, but yeah.
Yeah. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing right now.
My bluff, that means you think I'm bluffing, which means you think I'm lying.
Yeah.
Which you want me to tell you the truth. So you want to hear that your mom's fine and I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's I kind of fleshing that out, right?
Yeah.
So call my bluff and make me tell you I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I like that one.
Let's see it. I mean, I think there's no right or wrong. Let's just see what it does. Worst case scenario, we've gone through the script. So call my bluff.
Okay.
And get me to admit I'm fucking with you.
You're fucking with me.
There you go. There's your inner monologue.
Yeah. Wait, didn't Noel have this? Noel? Fuck, I'm fucking his name up too.
My bad. Sorry. What did Noel do? I can't remember exactly what. My friend's terrible.
I don't remember if it was him or Terry now.
Somebody was to give me hope, to get me to give them hope. I don't remember if that was Noel's. Was that yours to give hope?
My first one was to get you to give me hope, and the second one I was Captain America.
That's right.
Oh, right.
That's all right. Let's just try this, Gary. Let's just try this. So call my bluff and get me to admit I'm fucking with you. And again, your inner monologue's great. It's dude, you're fucking with me, right? Yeah. You're fucking with me, right? So and feel good because it's rehearsal. You can say that.
Okay. Fuck with me.
Douglas, look, listen to me. Look, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother's very sick.
Yeah.
Wait, you fucking with me? Was she gonna die or some shit? Fuck.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
You're playing games. This is a sick game, man. Why?
Why? I don't know. I don't know.
This fucking you don't know. Okay, well, can you do something then?
Can I do something? I'm afraid not.
Okay. You're fucking with. I know you're fucking with me.
That was great. That was fucking great. That was awesome. I love everything about that. And again, that's we took the time to analyze what you were thinking, to take what you were thinking and phrase it into playable action. Calling bluff. You said calling bluff. And then I just flashed out. Well, why does somebody call somebody's bluff? We just went through the logical progression. Nobody calls somebody's bluff for the sake of. You call somebody's bluff because you think they're fucking with you. You think they're bullshitting you, and you want them to come clean and tell you the truth, right?
Right.
So now it also comes with your own cliche, your own inner monologue, which is you're fucking with me. If that's my objective, to get you to admit you're fucking with me, then hey, you're fucking with me.
Right. In my mind, I was doing like to disbelieve. For me, that was kind of like where I was coming from.
Yeah. And it certainly came across. Again, calling my bluff tells me that just alone, I don't believe you. You're fucking with me. It's bullshit. Yeah. It all works together. It's all on the same plane. Very nice. Let's keep playing. Mel, What do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe in this scene?
I want you to believe that everything's going to be all right.
You want me to believe that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So you, as Douglas, are convincing Lewis that everything is going to be okay. Just want to pray that. Awesome. Let's do that. So get me to. So your target is going to be. You want me to go. You know what? I think everything's going to be okay. Maybe that's something. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. Ooh, to spitball is a verb phrase. To spitball. Thank you. There we go. Douglas, your mother's very sick, I'm afraid.
My mother's very sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to die, isn't she? What?
Why, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, can't you do anything?
I'm afraid not.
It's going to be all right. It's okay.
God, well, that was fucking heartbreaking. Thanks. Very nice, very emotionally effective. Thank you. Good work. Dimitri, what do you want me to do, say, feel, or believe?
I want to make you explain.
Explain.
Yes.
Specifically, make me explain what?
To why don't you know? Why can't you help her? Because it doesn't say, it just says that your mother's very sick, I'm afraid, but it doesn't say your mom has cancer. It doesn't say your mom was she has like
Give me to explain in detail.
Something. Yeah.
Give me to explain in detail about what's going on and why I can't help. Yeah, awesome. Hey, Douglas.
Yeah.
Your mother she's very sick, I'm afraid.
You said my mother's very sick?
Yeah.
And you're afraid? My mother's very sick.
Yeah.
You're afraid. She's gonna die, isn't she? You're not answering me. Why?
Why? I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Can't you do something?
Do something. Douglas, I'm afraid not. No.
You're afraid not. Afraid not? Come again?
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
You guys ever hear the joke about the string that went into the bar to get a drink? You ever hear that one?
No.
String walks into a bar. He's thirsty, wants to get a drink. He hops up on the bar. He says, "Bartender, thirsty, want a drink?" And the bartender walks over and goes, "We don't serve strings in here." He says, "What?" He goes, "We don't serve strings in here. Get out of here." The string goes out, waits till it's real busy, thinks maybe he can get in there and sneak a drink, and jumps back in again. And he's got a costume, he's wearing like a coat, he's trying to hide. He goes, "Hey, bartender, got a drink down here." And the bartender walks up and goes, "Wait a second. You're that string. You're just wearing a coat. We don't serve strings in here. Get out of here, you string." So the string's like, "God damn it." He goes outside and he's like, how am I gonna get a drink from this guy? So he sees a comb laying on the floor, and he takes the comb and he starts teasing his hair a lot, and he goes, and he ties himself up into a knot, trying to become unrecognizable. And he hops up on the bar and he goes, "Bartender, down here, I'm thirsty. The bartender goes, God damn it, you're that string I keep kicking out. He goes, no, I'm afraid not. Get it? Afraid? It's afraid. He the string. He afraid himself. He times up in a knot. He's afraid not. Thank you. I heard that joke 30, 40 years ago. Thank you.
Dad jokes.
That definitely.
As soon as I saw Lewis say, I'm afraid not, hours ago when I transcribed this scene, I knew this class would end with that bad joke. When the plan comes together. I saw it come. I was like, here it comes, baby. The transition right into bad jokes. Good work, everybody. Any questions on what we worked on tonight? Why we're working on it? I want you to go through some of your recent scripts.
Question.
Yeah, you got it. What you got?
I've been practicing since we didn't have class the last 2 weeks. I actually got with Greg, and we've been doing this like drill, and I wanted to see if you thought it was smart or just like stupid, where we picked like an objective or a verb, but didn't tell the other person, and then ran the scene, and then we would mark down what the other person felt, so that we could apply. Okay, say my angry came off as something else.
Yeah.
Made Greg feel different.
So maybe so you
I
just
could apply it to a scene.
let me get. So like you said, so you didn't tell him, so you decide you're going to threaten him, right? And you threaten him because you want to earn angry. So the character's description is angry. You threaten, and then you want to see if Greg can tell you what you were doing and what he thought you were feeling. And
what verb I was thinking.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's
and honestly, I feel like, and then we write down what the other person guessed, thinking, oh, you made me feel this way. And I felt like it was kind of a game changer for us, because I was like, oh my goodness, we can apply this to so many scenes, because it's just like, we don't know how we come across, really, because I don't know.
That's why I tell people you can't take it for granted. Just because I charm you, just because my action is to charm you, does not mean it's going to come across charming. It's to charm juxtaposed against what I'm saying, the other character. I can go to charm you, and I'm going to come across looking like an asshole. You know, it's
exactly.
Circumstances. That's why we do the analysis. The circumstances matter. Who you are, the relationships, what you're talking about, the stakes. They all matter. And everything's just sort of an ingredient, you know. To me, the tactic is just the easiest thing to change. There are more choices on the fly, but yeah, and again, it's a great game. I'm gonna make a choice. We're gonna do the scene. Then I want you to tell me subjectively how you would judge me, because we don't know.
And then we did it 3 times of the same time. If we didn't get what different ways to try and get, hey, I want you to feel anger.
Yeah.
But we can do 3 different approaches until you get it. And then, like, sometimes, you know, it never happened. And I'm like, okay, maybe I just don't need to play an angry character.
No. You keep.
But it was really fun.
3 is a great start, but there's always a solution, because guess what? You've been angry in your life. I've never seen you angry, but if you're a human being, you've been angry. So it's just
you would have with me this week. Then you would have seen me angry.
Awesome, and that's great. It's a matter of finding the choices, right? And you may find the anger, but not in the verb. You may find it in the relationship scenario. You may find it in the, again, like we were talking before, like with Terry before. Just because he didn't find the solution to an equation or a scene in a relationship scenario, well, how many other tools are there? For the love of God, go to verb.
A lot.
Yeah,
a lot. And it's just showing up and working with stuff.
Great exercise.
Hey, Libby, Rob will just keep telling dad jokes until you get angry.
Exactly.
Yes, I would appreciate that, because I need some ammo in my
I will
bring out the anger.
videos of bad dad jokes, so you can go play the dad jokes. No, I'm pissed. All right,
So,
thanks.
does Libby not love her dad?
What's that?
No, I adore my father. Dad jokes make me like,
They're kind of cringy. They're a bit cringy. Yeah.
And Rob has the cringiest dad jokes, so they're funny.
They're pretty cringeworthy.
I don't believe you. I want to hear one.
Who? You heard my
What?
friend. You heard my friend not, John.
Here it is free not.
You heard my friend not. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday evening, guys. Work script, work the craft, audition for everything, whether you want to do it or not, just to work the craft under live fire. But go back. I want you to change your mindset when it comes to commercials. I want you to change your mindset when it comes to corporate videos. Everything's an independent film, and you use the same tools right now, and just free yourself up to tell the truth and do the work under those circumstances. Remember, don't act the character breakdown, don't act the adjective, earn it with your behavior. Somebody says you got to be nice to the kids. All right. It's like your mom giving you, be nice. All right, I'm gonna go be nice. And you do nice things, that's sort of how we do it, so work the tools. There are no wrong tools as long as you're spending time with the script and character. And hopefully I will see you guys soon.
Hey, I have a question. Quick question.
Throw it at me, baby.
Okay. So when doing commercials or even film, right? So all of my headshots, because I'm usually like, they're all clean shaven, and I'm usually clean shaven, but right now I'm still doing this video game like reenact type thing, and so I have to have a beard.
Okay.
Do you think that would affect my
well, everything matters. Just be straight up. Still audition, And again, in the audition on the slate, let them know if you'll shave or not. Like if you
okay,
headshots with a beard.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. So when you submit right now, submit the one with the beard. And
I'm usually always clean. It's only because recently we talked about it a couple weeks ago, the video game where I'm playing. Yeah.
So just when you submit for an audition, Actors Access, I can't remember. Do you does it give you a place where you can make a comment on your submission?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So just say, hey, I currently have facial hair because I'm shooting a video game. Just for your edification. Just let them know. And just as long as you're straight with them, then
can I put it in the slate? Because I didn't put it in the comments. I'm glad you said that. It never occurred to me that I should do that in the.
Just put in the comments, and then if they do ask you for an audition and you slate, say just let them know that you're willing to shave for the commercial.
Okay.
Or not willing to shave, but be straight with them, depending on.
Dimitri, you should get some pictures taken before you shave that thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have quite a few pictures.
Yeah.
I just haven't uploaded them yet Yeah.
So while you have the beard, get that shot. Replace one of the clean shaven ones you have with the bearded one, just for now, so you can be current. Yeah. So get that up there. That's a great Noel. Thanks. That's a good.
Okay. Because I plan to. Yeah. It's only because I'll be done at the end of this month with this shot. So.
Yeah. Just let them know. Just be straight with everybody, time wise, and what you're willing to do. And if you're gonna have a beard, just have one of your 2 shots up there. How many shots you got? Have one of them with facial hair.
I send the photo with my goatee whenever it's like an evil villain part.
Nice.
Okay. I was trying to get it long enough that I could like dread it.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I dread mine being that long.
Dad joke.
All right, dad joke number 2.
Got it. I did it.
You're all gonna tap out here in a second. How about I give. All right, I'm gonna go feed my dogs. You guys have a great night. If you have any questions with anything, hit me up. All good. Noel, great seeing you, brother.
Yeah, Terry's got to feed his dog too before it eats.
That's right. Terry's got a hungry dog.
I do. I gotta go feed my topo.
Have fun in Florida, Libby.
Fun in Florida, Libby.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Nice to see you guys. Mel, I'll talk to you momentarily.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.